Hi guys, it's Lenine, the FYEC for Foundation Nursing. So for you guys as our fast trackers, it's time for you to start to think about next term and university next year. So here's a little bit of a PowerPoint that's going to give you a heads up of what to expect in the coming weeks. Rightio. So for many of you, you guys have enrolled in fast track, which means you're here for one semester. So for many of you, I'm hoping that you've feeling confident about your results and you are going to achieve that 7 GPA and also that B in your English unit. But I've got a little bit of a video which is going to give you some advice just in case you don't quite make it. So some important dates. If you don't actually reach your GPA, here are the dates for next semester and beyond. So make sure that you block out this time just in case you don't reach the GPA and you need to repeat some units. So for you guys, you'll see that we are repeating quite a lot of your units that you have completed in your fast track degree. You'll note that we can't guarantee at this stage that your English unit is going to be repeated, but if it isn't, we do have the option that you can enroll in academic communication too. There's a couple of things you'll have to fill out if this is the case, but it's really important that if you are repeating some units, you get some academic advice. So Science for Health Professionals is running this semester for our two-termers, so you guys can jump on board and repeat that unit if you need to. Healthcare Environments is also repeating, and so is Health Communication. If you didn't quite pass Maths isn't repeating until term 3. So you'll have to wait till then to actually repeat that unit. So like I've sort of touched on, if you didn't reach your GPA, we do give you the option to repeat units if they are running. So some of the timeframes, it's Friday, June 9th, you guys are going to be receiving your results. So if you've got a 7, if you've got a B in your English, and if you've completed and attempted all units, then you can just wait for a couple of weeks to receive an email from the university to say that you've got in. If you don't reach either of those 3, the B, the 7, and completed, then you are going to have to contact me either via email, phone, or some Zoom sessions that I'm going to set up. Usually what we'd say is you'd repeat your lowest grades. So for example, if you've got a D in science, that'd be the first one that I'd recommend that you did, as well as your English. If you don't get a B in English, that's your first unit, and then any of your other units that you didn't achieve, more than likely a C or above in. So to get a 7 GPA, on average, you needed C+ on all your units. They're the ones, if you didn't get a C+, they're the ones we're going to look at repeating. I also do encourage students to also apply through UAC. For you guys, it's going to be a bit different because you do have another semester. So at this stage, hold off on applying through UAC. Come and see me if you still haven't achieved that GPA at the end of 2 terms, and we'll talk about some other alternate pathways into university. So when you actually receive your grades, you're not going to get the grades A, B, C, D, E. So it's going to be a little bit confusing. You'll see that they're actually going to be given full grade names: excellent pass, very good pass, etc. So refer to the View site on the Nursing at the College for what those full grade names transfer into. I'm hoping that you all see good passes and above for that. And you can have a look there at your grades. So if you want to achieve a C+, you need between 60 and 69. And your B is what you want for English. You need to be aiming for between 70 and 84. My next thing is a review of grade. So I encourage you all to have a look at the policy, why you can review a grade and what your grounds are for a review of grade. Remember that there's a really tight turnaround on a review of grade, only 12 days. So if you are thinking of putting in a review of grade, it's all done online. Make sure you read the policy, make sure you read why, and if you are entitled to a review of grade. It's not always guaranteed, but an option there for you. There is some information about calculating your GPA, and you are going to cover this in academic skills, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that on this video. Here's just a bit of a screenshot, and this is on the View site as well, of how to work out your GPA. Big thing now when you are coming towards the end of your study, check out the Western Sydney website for scholarships. There are over 40 different scholarships that you may be entitled to. So when you've got a bit of free time when you finish studying, jump on board and have a look, especially if you're a mum returning to study and especially if you live in the western suburbs. Okay, so it draws my conversation to an end, so I'm just going to stop sharing there. So finally, what's going to happen? Probably in the next week or 2, you're going to get an email from admissions and they're going to ask you to nominate your course. This is where you're going to nominate which course, for example, Bachelor of Nursing, and your campus. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get your campus, and it's very difficult for us to guess which campus they're going to give you. If you're not happy with your campus that you're given, when you're eventually given your offer through from the university, you need to contact the university, not the college. So where to from now? Study hard for your final exams. Look out on your emails, from your student emails, about transitioning to Western Sydney. Check out your results. If you don't get the 7 GPA, contact me as your FYEC. If you do get the 7 GPA, make sure you keep checking your emails to have some information about enrolment, units, and starting university in 2018. Hope that's helped. If it hasn't, send me a calendar invite and come and book a meeting with me face-to-face. Until then, study hard.